Hi guys, it's Stephanie and I'm here with a very gray afternoon here in South Carolina. It's actually freezing outside, so I have long sleeves. It's June, whatever today is, it's the 17th, 15th, I think. And it's like 68 degrees, so it's freezing. Okay, I'm here to do our daily Disney devotional and I'm glad you're here with me. Today is number 28, and it is called Swiss Family Treehouse. Now, this is something that I have never done at Disney World, and I'm sure it's just because we are always so busy. We are going from attraction to attraction to attraction, and this is not a ride, and this is not a priority for my family, so we've never done this. But see, if we had season passes, this is something we would be doing. As you step off the Jungle Cruise, or even while you're riding it, you can probably see a large tree looming close by. This is where we're going next. This is definitely not a ride, and to be honest, it's not much of an attraction. See? That's what I'm saying. I'm not expecting a lot of applause here, but it's the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Yahoo! Personally, and maybe this is just me, I wish they would replace this attraction. I've been through it several times, but unlike other attractions, I just don't get a lot out of it after seeing it once or twice. I'm not sure it will get replaced though. It's been around a long time, and it doesn't take up that much space. So there really isn't room for anything else.
What? The bird bath is dirty.
The bird bath is dirty? Okay. Additionally, I'm sure there would be some that would argue this is another classic attraction that has stood the test of time and needs to stay. I'm sure there are some that visit this treehouse every time that they come to Walt Disney World and love it. However, with all due respect, I can easily pass this one by. I will admit that it is creative and fun to see for the first time. I'll also say that the movie it's based on is a good one. However, I'm not sure many of today's generation have ever seen it. Nevertheless, let's talk about this treehouse because we can get a great lesson out of it, and there's some interesting facts. What?
Can we watch that?
No. The bird bath is clean. The Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse was originally built in Disneyland in 1962, 2 years after the movie came out, and 7 years, I just lost my place, after the park opened. It has since closed in Disneyland, but remains open in Florida, Paris, and Tokyo. The Disneyland version has since been rethemed and is now Tarzan's Treehouse. Oh, that sounds fun! The tree in Walt Disney World is intended to look real, but is actually made of concrete, steel, and stucco. It is 60 feet tall and 90 feet wide. You climb 116 steps throughout the treehouse, which has 1,400 limbs and 300,000 plastic leaves, each which costs $1 to produce. The star of the film, playing after the father, was John Mills. He attended the grand opening of the tree in Disneyland in 1962 with his daughter Haley. Haley Mills would go on to star in several famous movies, including the Disney classic The Parent Trap. I did not know that was his daughter. I love Haley Mills. The tree's root system goes 42 feet into the ground, which reinforces my earlier suspicion that this tree might be there for a while. Have you ever seen the movie, The Swiss Family Robinson? Like I said, it's a pretty good movie. It's the story of a family which includes a father, a mother, and 3 sons who are shipwrecked on an island after being chased by pirates. There's a lot that happens to the family while on the island, but an important part of the story is this treehouse. The family is very creative and salvages salvages whatever materials they could build themselves a home on the island. The treehouse comes complete with running water, various rooms, and even an organ to play to keep the family entertained. It ends up being a pretty cool house that the family constructs since they were stuck on the island. Imagine if you were stuck on an island. The popular TV show Survivor centralizes around the theory and forces its contestants to build their own shelter and fend for themselves while surrounded by cameras and a production crew, of course. Do you think you could do it? Could you build yourself a shelter if you were alone? Could you build a tree house like the Robinson family did? Would you be content and happy? There are some hard questions to answer. What about this one? Are you content and happy with what you have right now? Or are you always wanting more? It seems as if a lot of people that are always wanting more. They want to be something better or have something more or change who they are. While it's okay to have goals and strive to be successful, we should all appreciate the talents and skills that God gave us and use those to His glory.
Mama, look. I see you.
The Robinson family did a great job on that island of making do with what they had, and they ended up turning just a few supplies into an impressive home. In the end of the movie, 3 of the family members decide to stay on the island despite having the chance to leave. They are happy and content with what they have, even though it's not much. If you've never taken a walk through the treehouse, it's worth doing, at least once, that is. Look around and enjoy the creativity. Think about how this family used what they had and turned it into something great. We need to do the same. We've all been given the talents by God, and we need to use them. Romans 12:16 says, "Having gifts that differ according to the grace given to us, let us use them." God may have given you 1 talent or a dozen. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that we should appreciate but we should be appreciative to God and happy with what we have. Paul says in Philippians 4:11 that he learned in every situation to be content. If he could be content facing what he did, we certainly can. Do some exploring and figure out the talents that God has given you. Whatever they are, use them for His glory. If you do so, you will be content and happy. That's a great devotion. And you know what? I do want to go through the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. At some point, I do want to go through it. I wonder which one of the family members wanted to leave in the movie. Now, I'm going to have to find out and find out why they wanted to leave if their whole family was going to stay.
You heard a ball.
Okay, tell everybody bye.
Bye.